demonstrated biologic DMARD in Pakistani patients with RA having active disease despite treatment with conventional DMRs. We have to have them on conventional DMRs first, and that's what we do. But in early arthritis clinics, other things are being done, which we'll discuss in a minute. Limitations of the study are that it is non-comparative and it is open label. It's not a placebo controlled, and the size is small. The disease being very expensive, the medicine being very expensive, not everybody can afford it. So the research agenda for the future is what is the long-term efficacy and safety of rituximab? We should have our own radiographic data because it is clearly this image study shows that it significantly inhibited radiographic progression in methotrexate naive patients at week 52. So here is a patient who has on placebo and methotrexate. This is rituximab plus methotrexate, and this is rituximab plus methotrexate. These are the patients who in the very beginning were given rituximab, and we can see the difference in the sharp score. So radiographic progression, inhibition of radiographic progression is our goal because we want to limit disability, which is clearly related to radiographic progression. And also there are reports and there have been trials which show that 6 months repeat treatment with rituximab was associated with a greater proportion of patients with a major clinical response compared with treatment as needed. So there are patients who do not respond, and there are patients who respond but they flare up, and some of them flare up at 1 year, some of them flare up at 7 months. So retreatment at 6 months in this study, that irrespective of whether the patient has flared up or not, has shown significant response also. This is what we see here. But how are we going? We cannot even afford a single course of rituximab for our patients, most of our patients. So how are we going to get retreatments at 6 months interval, which shows a better response and shows a good promise? I have to thank Roche and the acknowledgement that it was supported by grant from Roche. Acknowledgement to my team and also to all the group which participated in this study, and my thanks to my mentor, my teachers, both standing here, making possible for me to become a rheumatologist, making it possible to open a division of rheumatology at FMH, making it possible to start an FCPS training program in rheumatology, and the whole team and Pakistan Society of Rheumatologists. और आज मुझे किसी ने बड़ा अच्छा शेर बताया, and I really liked it. मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर, मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर, लोग साथ मिलते गए, काफिला बनता गया. Thank you. तो अब ये काफिला. Thank you so much.
Professor Nigar, thank you so much. I must add that we've all been very excited by having rituximab in our repertoire. In Pakistan, it is a very welcome addition, and hopefully with time and effort, more and more people will be able to afford it. My next speaker was to be Dr. Azra Arif Ali. As you know, she was the first president of Pakistan Society for Rheumatology. However, she's not been well. She's ill, and we are all praying for her recovery. In her place, her research assistant, Dr. Amreen Ghaffar, and Professor Kamran will be giving this talk on biologics experience in Pakistan, the Actemra trial. So Dr. Amreen Ghaffar and Professor Kamran Hamid.